about to go. Good morning. Wow. Stop playing games. Basically, I tried to remove some of the crust from my eyes, but it's time to wash my face anyway. I got a whole new one. Can you imagine? Honestly, like, maybe I'm gonna be stubborn and die on the hill. I don't know. But I don't think I'm ever gonna switch cleansers. Maybe I'll use this till the day I die. Maybe. So now that I brush my teeth, I want to go make my smoothie and then come back and then do... I'm starting to talk again. I'm starting to figure this out. I'm gonna exfoliate anyway because that's usually what I do in the morning, or I'll use my extractor. I got a new gua sha. Last time I had this, I got the stone one and it broke on me, so I said never again with stone, never again rose quartz, never again emerald metal. Do I really notice a difference when I gua sha? I just like the feeling like of a face massage. I feel like the blood is moving around better. Yes, and it's probably just placebo, but I like it. I just like the way it feels. This one from Dermalogica, the rice one, the oat-based one. I prefer the rice one, but I only have this one and I don't want to buy two of them, so I'm gonna wait till this one's done and then I'll replace it with the one that I had before this one, which is the rice one. Mind you, if I ever repeat myself or say something I've said in another video, just please forgive me. I know it sounds annoying. You know what it looks like, right? The powder. It's just not rough enough, this one. Like, it's not rough, which if you want gentle, you want a gentle exfoliator. This one's really not rough. Okay. This is the time. I leave here at 9:20. Roughly. I used to be like, oh, I don't wear makeup, like I don't have that many skincare products. Like I'm such a minimalist and da 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 da, which I still am, but it is growing, and that is something I need to monitor. So I need to show you kind of like how much skincare I have in total, just to show you guys, like, because I do feel the reason why I take pride in it is because I did feel like, as someone who watches YouTubers, it wasn't mostly envy, but I kind of felt like, wow, that's a lot of product, and I said that before in another video. But I guess like when things are sent to you, it's hard not to have much. Give it away. Like honestly, just give it away if you're not gonna use it, or if you're gonna use it once every month, or if you're gonna use it for the sake of a video. Just give it away afterwards so that you don't have so much clutter. You know what I mean? I told you guys I didn't like the other toner that I've been using, so I finally got toner pads. Obviously, Korean skincare is the only area I'll go to for toners because they just do it so well. So I've been using the Medi Heal, whatever this means. And I saw that they have so many different types, and I had to literally like hold myself back from buying more than one. But I will buy a second one, I just for the winter. But since I'm still in the summer season, this is gonna be my summer one because it's been working really well. So basically what this one does is they have this little like tweezer thing to pick it up, and you could do two or one. Sometimes I do one. I mostly do one because I'm trying to save them, but for the sake of the video I'll do two. But basically they're toner pads, so you could lay them on your cheek and they'll soak up, and then I use them to like wipe my whole face right after. And the thing that this one does is basically helps purify pores, which is exactly what I need, considering that my whiteheads during the summer just, they don't stop. They never stop, especially around my nose and my chin. So I've been using this and it's really helped. And I like that it gives a really, really cool glow. It's kind of like glass skin, but seriously, not like, oh, the 10 products that I use to give me glass skin. It's like, no, this alone, this alone. My biggest fear was that it was gonna do something to me because of sensitive skin. I think I'm beating the I think I'm beating the sensitive skin allegations because, wow, more products, no breakouts, but it's usually because I'm using the right products for my skin. They have so many, and I just want this one and the hyaluronic acid one. And you know what's even better? If you're in the West Island, in Montreal, Fairview Mall has this store, I forget the name, but basically they sell, this is where I got this from, right next to my house. Because usually I'd go all the way to Chinatown, which is a bit far from me. It's like 30 minutes, give or take. But this was right next to my house. I went and got it because what? And they also had other things that I wanted to try, like the Anua Heart Leaf Toner. I told myself that if this doesn't work, I would go and try the Anua, but I don't think I even want to try Anua anymore. So, do I do this every single day? No. Some days I just feel like my skin is balanced, perfect, don't need it, don't want it. And so what I do instead is I'll spray my face. If you guys are in Europe or France, Switzerland, you can have easy access to this. If you're not, I think Evian has one too, but I don't know if it's thermal water or just water. Like, I don't know if it has the salt. This one has like the salt. So it's like, the way my sister described it, because she's the one that got it for me, you know how when you go into the ocean, like that salt water will just like take everything that's ever kind of like, and then take it off? Something like that. This does the same thing. You just don't have to be near the water. You just don't have to be in the ocean for it, you know? But it does the same thing. Well, similar. So this is what my face looks like dry. As if I put a whole moisturizer. I'm gonna go in with my moisturizer. I'm going on a stance. I refuse to mention the name, the brand, because I've said it in every single video, and at a certain point it's like, we get it. You know what I mean? Like, we know you love her. I'm not gonna say it. I'm re-braiding my hair this week, so I have a video coming up on that because it might be a hairstyle I do for a really, really long time, or the only hairstyle I do between silk press season and the next silk press season. So it's the hairstyle I'm going to be doing between silk press season and then the next silk press season. So pretty much I'm obsessed with it, especially because I damaged my hair a little bit last silk press season. So but I don't want to talk about that. Today's lip balm is going to be Hula Hendrickson. I'm very upset that I went on like a crazy splurge in the beginning of my channel where I went and bought all the flavors from Summer Friday, all the flavors from I went and got all the flavors of Summer Friday, all the flavors of Laneige lip balm. Who else? See, the other brand I don't even remember. All that for me to never use them. Summer Friday, I don't even like her for real. I don't like her. The Laneige lip balm, I don't like her. I prefer her to Summer Friday, surprisingly, but I don't like her. No one has been able to satisfy the same as Lula. So now I'm just like, I wish I just saved all of that, because it's $30 each, by the way. I wish I just saved the $100 I spent on all of them and just invested in all of these. And they only have 3 flavors, so I would have gotten like 3 of these, 3 of the strawberry sorbet, 3 of the original orange creamsicle, because I don't like, and these are running out. I told myself that when these run out, I would go and finish my summer Fridays, finish my da da da, and then go back to no, like I don't want to. I don't want summer Friday. I don't want Laneige. I don't want none of them. I don't want them. I don't. And all this over lip balm. People are dying. People are, So I don't even want to make a big fuss. We're done. It's 8:59. I'm supposed to leave right now, so this is the outfit of the day. We got top from Lululemon, pants from Navigation. You're probably wondering why I have braids like this all of a sudden. We'll get to that in a second. I wanted to find a way to interlude that segment in the next segment, and I just couldn't figure out a way. So here are what have been going through my brain really quick. Let's do 5 things, okay? First thing, I have a hard time recognizing myself in my mom and my dad, and I feel like it's just because I don't know them well enough. And I used to wonder if they recognize parts of themselves in me, but now I feel like they really don't recognize any parts of themselves in me because I feel like they don't know me well enough. That was the first one. Definitely, the less I say, the more I'm listened to, but I feel like that just can't work when you do YouTube. Like, you have to talk. That was the second one. But in person, it's like, the less I say, the more my words have matter to them or have weight, or I don't know. That was the second one. I get real frustrated when I know deep down that whatever struggle I'm going through is changing my life for the better, because it just feels like, okay, and do I, like, can I be changed for the better without crying? You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, it doesn't matter how painful it is in the moment, I just know it's for the better sometimes. But also, it really matters how I handle it. So that was the third one. Fourth one was, don't take things personally. That's a really common quote, but it's like, I am actually realizing people don't think about me as much as I think about myself. So half of the stuff that affects me heavily shouldn't, because it's like, bruh, do you really think that they think about you the way you think about yourself? Also, you know so much more, or you're weighing so many more options or whatever to, that was the fourth. Try new things, try new things, try new things, try new things, try new things. And don't get too comfortable and just staying, like, you know, staying in places that you know, staying around things that you just know. Because there's just too much opportunity out there. And my life is literally changing so fast by the second because I keep trying. Sometimes it's like, don't try new things. Sometimes it's like, you know, you don't need that. Like, a great example for me personally, I know I don't have to try that. You know what I mean? Ever. Fifth point. That was the fifth or the. I think we're gonna stop there. Now let's go work out.
Yeah.
If you wonder what's in the middle of my face, it's a pimple patch. But I started braiding my hair yesterday and I finished this morning. It is currently 11:45. For anyone who's thinking of learning how to braid, it's better late than never. But how I braid my hair these days is I just don't ever finish them so that I could get the top done as quickly as possible, and then I finish the bottom while watching like a movie or on FaceTime, like, because I could be stationary, you know what I mean? I don't have to have the mirrors in front and behind me. And yeah, so we'll see how long this takes. I'm honestly thinking it's gonna take an hour or so, 2 hours maybe. So we're at 11:45. I'll be done by 1 p.m. I don't have anything planned. I was supposed to go out to Old Port with my sister, but I did not time manage it properly. So basically, what was I saying? Why am I saying this? Once this is done, I'll be able to get other things done. I feel like I haven't been able to think about even what I'm doing tomorrow because I'm steady focused on the fact that this isn't done. I still wanted it to be a little bit boneless. I don't like thick braids. So right now, I'll see you when this is done. I'm gonna watch Kill Bill. I remember mentioning it in a other video, like I just want every video to be better. Yeah, speak English. I just want every video to be better than the last. And I just feel like you could only be so good with what you got. And I'm not impressed with myself. Oh yeah, we finished the bottom half. Also, if it looks crooked and if it looks wavy and like if it doesn't look like boneless, bust down, just remember I haven't hot watered it yet, and then I also haven't done my edges, so it looks weird up here especially. It's just to trust the process. It really is to trust the process. But I know what look I'm going for, I know what look I'm going for, and I know I got it. I just need to finish what I had started. What was I saying though? I was saying something about YouTube. I don't remember anymore. I'm satisfied, but I'm not impressed, and I want to impress myself so bad. I don't know why. This whole thing started off as just like a light thing, and now it's getting a little bit more serious per video. And I caught myself like actually getting upset over views, which was really not a fun time. And I'm just being honest. I didn't care about the views when I started it, and then I caught myself after the last video, the Tulum vlog, just being like, I don't know, somewhat just underwhelmed, super underwhelmed. And so how does this affect, and surprisingly, not surprisingly, but sadly, this really does affect my energy towards filming and uploading, because if I'm not impressed with myself, the whole being the biggest hater circles back. And of course I've been working on that since May dump, I believe, yeah, since April dump. I think I've been working on the whole can you speak English? Just working on, you know, being okay, being happy, being satisfied with the work that I do. This is huge. I'm gonna put it on this side because you won't see it. Yeah, so that's how I've been feeling towards editing and stuff like that. So I always see things from also a consumer viewer like perspective, because I'm a YouTube fiend, I'm a YouTube baby. Like throughout braiding my hair, I watched so many different weekly vlogs from so many different creators. I watched so many different deep clean with me, so many different day in a life. Like I really do love YouTube from like a consumer side. Like I'm a fan of a lot of creators, and I want to be a fan of myself as well. And sometimes I am like, sometimes I'm like, okay, I really like what you did there, but then other times I'm like, does it even matter if the result of your hard work isn't shown? And sadly, that's when I started to care about the numbers. I have to constantly remember what headspace I was at before I even started uploading. I noticed that the work and like the hard work and the edit and like how they produce their video doesn't reflect all the time. Like I've seen creators that are really small creators, but their videos are outstanding. Oh, I hate that my hands are all the way in front of their face like that, especially since my nails aren't done. But yeah, videos are outstanding, amazing. And I've seen creators that have both YouTube plaques, or at least the 100,000 one, the silver one, and their videos are whack. Or let's not say whack, because that's maybe just their style, but their videos are boring, snoring, yawning. And I like if you saw my subscription, I'm subscribed to like so many. I will never be bored. I'm subscribed to the world, guys. But I always comment like and try and boost their engagements. I always show love because I feel like they deserve it. Especially the smaller creators coming up. I really feel like they deserve it. I wanna make a list. I wanna make a list of creators that I really like and their vibe. Like what they kind of do on their channel or their vibe. This is not how we braid. Let's go back. I want to do that so that I could put you guys onto some of my faves. And I love the bigger creators as well, but I want the list to focus on some that I feel like nobody's talking about enough, because I think that'd be really cool. So I might do that. All right, I'm gonna put on another show, or I'm gonna find something to watch, I just wanted to kind of do touch base in between the time lapse because, bro, it's crazy. When I was actually braiding my hair, I couldn't turn the camera on because I was just so like armpits everywhere, stinking, smelly, like hands up, down, left, right. Like I was two mirrors in front of me, two mirrors behind me, two mirrors on the side of me, like no space for a camera, overwhelmed. Oh, bro, like just didn't want to. I think my time lapse is not even on anymore. Anyways, what, bro? This is what happens when I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna cut it off because that's just flyaways. That's what happens when you get a trim. When you trim your hair, it's harder to blend it into braids. We need to get back to the baking. Like, sugar fast aside, I need to get back into it because actually, you know why I haven't been baking? Probably because of inflation. It seems to me like all the baking stuff is just baking just means a lot more grocery shopping, and it's not like you're using just a little bit. No, you're using 4 cups to 5 cups of sugar, flour, blah 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 blah. Wait till this is melted all together and like straight, and it's just gonna give bust down, bust down, bust down. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. Part of me is like, bro, why do you want clout? You're such a clout chaser. Why do you want clout? But it's like, I don't. I just want an apartment. I don't want clout. I just want an apartment. Oh my gosh, I get paid based on how likable I am, which is really, really stressful. And it's really like not my vibe. Like, I don't know. Me. Not everyone's gonna like you. Not everyone's gonna like me. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't think that's a bad thing. There's definitely some creators that I don't really vibe with. And I know someone might come across my video and just be like, okay, like she cool and all, but I don't really vibe with her. Or she's not really my content creator like type of vibe. Maybe they want someone that's super cinematic, or maybe they want someone that is from the UK. I don't know. Maybe they want someone that speaks Spanish. Maybe they speak Spanish, so they don't watch me because I don't speak. You know what I mean? Like it's not you're not gonna be for everyone. But I just want an apartment, and I feel like if I work hard on YouTube, I might be able to get my apartment one day. Heck, I got the car. You know, blessings just open up, and I know God is a God of time. Everything that he does is in the right time. He's like master of perfect timing and a master of like all of that stuff. If God uses YouTube to open that dream for me to get an apartment, then y'all might actually like see me sob. Or I might not cry on camera, but you'll like after when I finish my crying and come, you guys will see like all the red eyes and stuff, because that would get me mad emotional. Like if my creativity is able to open a door like that, because it's like such a dream of mine to just have my own place, bro. It's such a dream of mine. And the crazy part is like the second I move out into my own like apartment, maybe if I become a homeowner, whatever the case is, I'll be like, how do you say, documenting that whole entire experience, because since it's such a weird, not weird, but just it's weird how intense of a dream and like a I want that feeling it is, that I'd want to look back at it. And I know hopefully YouTube doesn't get taken down when I'm in retirement, because I want to be like maybe 85. Oh, if I live that long even. I want to be in my old age and watch my video of me moving into my first apartment, because I want to relive that dream for the rest of my life, because it's my first big, 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 big dream. Like obviously I have other dreams like being a mother, certain travel dreams, certain dreams. Like I have other dreams, but this is one of my current big, fat, huge, thick dreams. And I just It's very much the vibe I was going for. So I'm happy. I'm gonna get ready. There's a party I'm going to, so that's what this part of the video is gonna be. And I remember seeing a comment where someone was like, do you want to do, well, could you do an in-depth makeup? And I sure will one day, like a full makeup video when I nail it. But for now, I could just include it into this dump because what else? My life is pretty much boring. 2 bracelets on. Let's get into this makeup. It's time for me to bring out my real camera because I've been doing iPad for a while now, in my opinion. So yeah. I hate the fact that you could see my hands right now. Ooh, I hate it. I still use the dip brow and a brush that looks like this. I never press heavy. I kind of just do light brush strokes, kind of like I'm painting. Next I do my base, which is, it's the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin. It looks like this. Keep my foundation like over here, like cheek area. I never bring it up, but I don't know why. And I use a brush that looks like this. The shade that I use is 14 Cool. And the reason why I always use the same foundation is because I have, like, I guess foundation PTSD. I know there's a bunch out there that would work, but I've gotten so many bad shades that I'm just happy I found a good one. So I'm happy and I'm satisfied, and I'm sure there's so many other foundations that are nice, and if it weren't for the fact that it's so expensive and I've had terrible runs, I would have been up for trying so many other ones. So yeah. Okay, so this is the little hack that I do in the summertime. I take translucent powder. What is it? It's I use setting powder. And I put it all over my T-zone because that's the part that gets the oiliest. Yeah. The Fenty Beauty shade Cashew. All over my nose, all over my chin, all over like this part. Brain, like it scientifically just made sense, like to base it with that to help with the oiliness. I don't even know if it helps or even if it makes the oiliness worse. I don't know, but I've just been doing it and I think it's okay. Like I haven't like paid attention enough to see if it makes a difference, but I just do it because I feel like it's gonna help. So if you see it, I hope you can, but if you look at my nose, it's like as if like the oil is kind of picking up, or you know what I mean, like it's as if it's doing some blotching paper stuff. So I think it works according to my calculations, you know what I mean, because look at that. So now we're gonna do the infamous wipe down. You should always have a wipe down brush. It's like an in-between brush, a little wipe down brush. It has, you never apply product on it. It's just there to wipe powder down or to wipe away, not wipe down, wipe away brush. And all of a sudden I'm a matte queen. But it's gonna go back to dewy when I so basically this is kind of fun. Hold on now, I almost, it's somewhere in there. The Matchsticks by Fenty Beauty in the shade Espresso, and then the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Bronzer Powder Bronzer Duo in the shade She's Chiseled. And I put my contour right, like, I feel like I'm repeating myself because I did a makeup video, but I took it down because I overanalyzed it and I felt like I didn't do it right. But I put it right at the bone, like right at the bone, like that, both sides. How I blend it is with this brush. It kind of has like a straighter, flat, straighter vibe, just to blur the line. And then I use a beauty blender to like melt it in almost. Okay. And then the other side, same thing. Okay, we got less than 20 minutes because it's actually 40 minutes away. I hate that. I actually hate that. Like, what? Bro. Alright. Like, it's not even funny anymore, guys. Like, you gotta hurry up. So, I go into the cream one and I deepen whatever I just started with espresso. And then I don't touch that. I go again with the bronze, and I kind of like airbrush effect that. My gosh, I won't even be able to take like my photos. What the hell? You see that? I don't like feeling brushed. It's like my biggest pet peeve. I fear, especially if I'm filming, because it's like, bruh, not only are you rushing me, but you're rushing like the process. I'm gonna be late, bruh. I'm gonna be late. It's 40 minutes away, and it's not like a dinner thing. It's like a meet. So, and I'm usually not late, so I feel like they won't be like, ugh. Hourglass and NARS for concealer. In NARS, it's the Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Amande, and then Hourglass in the shade Maple. I call it the outer stretch concealer, and then the Hourglass is my inner corner concealer. I don't know, I rather show it than explain it so I don't look or sound dumb, but I put it like there, and I don't care for it to sit. Basically what I do is use a brush that's kind of this size over here, and I will kind of like outer stretch it out. So basically I'm pushing my concealer outwards into my jaw, into my like high point, into my nose, like just out. And I could go in multiple rounds because I don't go crazy with concealer, so it doesn't cake up or anything. I have to lock in. I'll be back. Okay, so now that's all blended out, and I like to kind of beauty blender it a little bit just to add hydration, or I don't know, it just makes it look kind of like melted in a little bit better. And then for the inner, that one I let it dry, because Hourglass, I don't know, their concealer is super runny. It's super like water, so I put that on the inner corner only. While that's kind of drying, I'm gonna use Merit for my cheekbones. It's the cutest highlighter ever. Solstice, the shade Solstice. And I put that up there, and then because it's never enough, I take the Nude Sticks glow stick, and I think mine, I don't remember, it's so old, it's wiped down, the shade will be on the screen, and I put that on a brush like this, really tiny brush like this, and I use that to blend both, only up there. It's time to use this brush for my concealer. Blend it upwards, and I look up while I do it so that it gets into the crease. So I stretched like the, because when you're looking straight, you see the, when you look up, it kind of stretches that skin a bit, and so it helps with the makeup going into the right places. And it makes my cheeks look higher than they really are. And before it sets, I use translucent powder. The best one, in my opinion, for no makeup is Laura Mercier. I call it an angel wing look, because it really does mimic one of an angel wing. It just goes like up like that and down the nose. I put a little bit of the glow sticks on my eyelids. I use the contour to kind of do a faux wing or a lifted look, so I just kind of like upwards like this, and then the same thing on the inner nose bridge. Kind of a cool effect that it does. All of my makeup, I kind of picked it up watching the Get Ready With Me vlogs, but especially from models or former Victoria's Secret models, because I kind of like the vibe that they put on through makeup. And with the in-between brush and just like wiping that down or wiping it away. I don't really have time, bro. This angled brush, and then I'll like, and then contour my nose. We are almost done. I know it's looking a little bit like spooky under the eyes, a little bit powdery under the eyes, but I got a spray for that. Oh, by the way, all my makeup is in this. I'm gonna go with the Rare Beauty in the shade Nearly Berry. It's a deep purple. I think it'll blend well with the fact that I already have a bronze going on, so yeah. Is this one Gummy Edge Control, and yeah. So I'm not even stressed, but I don't like being late anywhere. I don't like being crazy late. It's just not my vibe, because I don't want attention. So like whenever I come and pull up late, I just know people are gonna Be like, oh, Ella's here, and then it's like, now what? I'd just rather be amongst the people pulling up like at the same time as me. My camera's overheating. My camera's overheating. Okay, iPad. Like something I really like doing is taking a brush that's kind of precise, kind of like this one, and going over my nose because it always gets oily. So I go over like the apple. I call this the apple. I go over the tree. Call this the tree. And then I just go over the sides. I call that the hallway. Like the side over here, and then the side over here. I didn't blend the eyes. Blended that. Blended that. My favorite lip combo is Pillow Talk 3. It's just, it hits every single time. And with Antibes by Merit. Just to mixing it with Antibes by Merit helps with it helps. Okay. Then I go in with the new shade Cocoa Cream. I just do lip balm. And I do the Ula Hendrickson Cocoa Cream. I don't know. Lip gloss and lip balm to me, like if my lip gloss is, I rather put a lip gloss that I like, that I'm comfortable with, that's hydrating, than like a real lip gloss. That's makeup. You know what I mean? Especially if it has a tint. Like it's really, like, come on. Like it's fire. The perfect lip combo. I get dressed. I actually made it on time, so gotta go. Hold on, I'm getting the hang of it. Okay, step 3, skincare. Okay, let's take this off. So with getting the braces, I've just had, during, like, while I had braces, I had the gum swelling more than usual, but I didn't really pay attention to it. But then the older I got, the more I realized, like, my gums aren't swelling down. Like, they're not swollen, they're more, like, my smile isn't super gummy, especially when I talk, like, my lips cover, but I just feel like my smile is so gummy. But I'm really pissed off at what I'm about to say, because every single time I see someone talk about a surgery or something they do to their body, they're always like, and there's nothing wrong with people that have, I just personally didn't want it. And it just makes me feel like, girl, like, you don't like it. So it's like, I don't know. Now that I'm on the other end of it, in my case, in my situation, there's nothing wrong with the gummy smile. There's really nothing wrong with it. Like, genuinely, when I see, like, I know Beyonce has one, and she's like drop dead gorgeous to me. There's really nothing wrong with one. I guess for me, there's just a specific, like, issue that I have. I just feel like it looks childish on me, but when I see it on other people, I feel like it don't look childish. And I feel like that's so weird for me to say, because I used to roll my eyes big, big, big when I would hear people say, like, oh, there's nothing wrong with, like, a big nose. I just really needed a nose job. Because it's like, where, if there's nothing wrong with the big nose, why didn't you want your big nose? So if there's nothing wrong with the gummy smile, why don't I want my gummy smile? I mean, there's levels to it. Like, some people go ahead and bleach their whole entire skin tone, and then they say, there's nothing wrong with, like, no, girl, you really don't like dark skin. You know what I mean? And like, you can't convince me that you do. But even my orthodontist was like, yeah, if you get old, as you get older, a lot of people, as they get older, if their gums don't change, some of them are like, no, I feel like I still look like pre-puberty or prepubescent. I feel like that sometimes. Why am I telling you this? Well. I'm going to Turkey to visit my family there. And Turkey is known for having like all of the best when it comes to dental procedures, sometimes surgery, but mostly for dental and anything that's visual as well, like eye procedures. And so I'm currently looking for a clinic to go to get my teeth done. How can you say there's nothing wrong with this if you went ahead and changed it? So obviously you find something wrong with it. Now that I'm on the other side of that, I realize that you might not like what something looks like on you, but on someone else, it's beautiful to you or it's completely fine. And I don't know why it took a personal experience for me to like have that wisdom, but now I could apply it to any and every other thing. I don't like doing extra long nails, but when I see people get their nails done like XL, blinged out, Cardi B style, especially when it fits their vibe, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't find it ugly, but on me, I do. Do you see what I'm saying? Same thing with like weight goals. Like when I see certain fitness or content creators that go to the gym and I see their body goal and like how their body looks, it looks amazing on them. And I honestly like, I'm always in awe. But then when it comes to how I want my body to look like, there's a difference. Like I don't want that on me. But that doesn't mean it's ugly. I just think it's you and I'm. Do you see what I'm saying? So that same thing applies to the people or content creators that I've watched that said, there's nothing wrong with hip dips. There's nothing wrong with a wider nose. I just don't want to da da da. I get it, I guess. I know how my brain works. I know if I go down that rabbit hole, I'm never going to come out of it. I'm always going to hate myself and my body, and I'm always going to have something to pick at, especially when I know I paid for something to get done. I'm expecting to be absolutely satisfied, never want to touch anything, but that's just not how I am. If I start, I'll never stop. If I start picking myself apart, it's over. It's completely over. That's why I know I've banned myself from the idea of plastic surgery anywhere. I guess it could also be backed by faith. I do know, everyone knows the verse that I'm going to put on the screen. And that doesn't mean you can't change things. Like me personally, I want to get my crown lengthening. Someone might want to add lashes, or I want lash extensions, or I want to do long braids. Like I don't think it means you can't change anything, but I do want to change the least amount of things. And if it's a change, I don't want it to be permanent. So hair, stuff like that, nails, lashes, outer appearance, the way I dress, that won't affect anything. I could change that. It's an easy change. It doesn't, do much. But when it comes to going under the knife, me personally, I know it's just gonna ruin my mental health, so I can't do it. And I know some people that have done it and they were like one and done and happy, and they're like, I never felt insecure ever again. It fixed all my insecurities. Me personally, I rather just, I can't, I just know who I am. I just know who I am. It's not gonna work. I'm just gonna always find something wrong. So it doesn't mean that I find myself perfect, but removing that option, like the option of like permanent change or the option of surgery or the option of like going under the knife has made me work on loving what I got and working with what I got. And like having that be a non-negotiable. If you have any takes that are opposing mine, if you have any debates, if anything I said rubbed you off the wrong way, please correct me, let me know, educate me if I was speaking in ignorance, and just let me know what you think in the comments. And I'm really, really eager to see everyone else's point of view on that stuff. Bye, good night. honestly, I am having fun, and I feel like whenever I get too stressed about the analytics or maybe how I'm doing on here numbers wise, I just go back to having fun and I kind of forget about it. So yeah, there was two things that I wanted to say. Oops, I don't want to be all up in your face like that. The book that I'm currently reading is Taylor Jenkins' Read Carrie Soto is Back. If you know this author, she has a whole world of characters in her books that kind of overlap. Two other books that I really like were The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. That was the first one I read, and then Daisy Jones and the Six was the third one, which is ranked second best in my opinion. And then third was Malibu Rising. So I'll put all of the books up here. Love her books, love her books, love her books. I think it's kind of like, it gives you the feeling of books you read in middle school, like romance type, but it has a more upgraded vocab. So it's not, you don't feel like you're dumbing down in your reading level. It's very smooth. It's very like stress-free, honestly. So that's the read. I'm not on book side of I don't have like a book channel. I'm not gonna make books my whole entire niche, but I do want to plug it just in case anyone out there reads. And then for all my Christian brothers and sisters, Holy Spirit, the Bondage Breaker is my book, bro. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I've been like highlighting all the pink. That's me right there. And basically what this book is, it talks about spiritual bondage, how the enemy can be deceiving. It helps you unroot or uproot certain thinking patterns and emotional struggles that you don't know like how to deal with them from a faith-based perspective. 10 on 10 read, 10 on 10 read. I'm not done. And it's one of those books like you don't ever stop reading it. Like you could go back and reread certain chapters. And yeah, so far, always have discernment when you read books, even faith-based books. And so far, this one has not disappointed. Those are the two books, okay? And then the second thing I wanted to say was I did get my appointment for my gingiviectomy, also the crown length thing. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm really excited for it. I'm okay with people telling me like, oh, you don't need it, because I really don't. Nobody needs nothing. Like the whole you're beautiful the way you are, I strongly believe in that. But same way I needed to get braces, the same way I needed to get braces because my teeth were crooked, is the same way I think I need this because my teeth are short. That's pretty much the gist. So yeah, I touched on it a little bit before, but those are the only procedures you're ever really gonna see me do on here. I'll keep this video up so it can hold me accountable, because I don't really have any other procedures that I want to do. Hopefully it stays like that. If I don't go Hollywood on you guys, 10K subscribers, you don't know how to act. But yeah, that's if I get to 10K. But so that was a dump. And oh, I said, I don't know if you, okay, I hope you guys are reading some of the text on the screen because it is contextual. So I was applying for a big girl job. I said a little something about not staying in the same place or trying new things. Well, basically I was staying in the same job for so long just because it's like, bro, it's something I already am used to, but the pay wasn't high enough for me, and I really want to elevate from one level to another when it comes to my finances and just unlocking those doors, because honestly the experiences that you can have just because you can afford it are immense. So basically I applied to a bunch of new jobs and I wasn't getting in. I applied for like 2 months straight and I wasn't getting in anywhere. It was just a bunch of deny. I did a huge I did a huge application day, and then a week later I prayed on it, and it was a very simple prayer. I just was like, God, please, you see the situation I'm in, I need your help. And literally, bro, 2 days later I get the call of my dreams from the job of my dreams out of the ones that I applied to. The pay, guys, is insane. The benefits that comes with the jobs, with the benefits that come with the job, insane. And I went for my interview the day of, like, they called me and they're like, when can you do the interview? I'm like, today. They're like, can you come at this time? I was like, yeah. And so I pulled up, I did my edges, I put my all black, and I pulled up looking badinas, and then boom, everyone there is fire. Everyone there is my age or above. Everyone there is a girl. What? And not only that, the people there were super, super nice, super kind. And you guys don't really see my corporate side. If they search my name up on Google, they'd find this video, or they'd find my channel and kind of like see the other side of me. But I do have a corporate side. I do know how to turn that side on. I do know how to get corporate, and I turn my corporate like all the way to the max. And I'm someone, if I'm gonna do a job, I'm gonna do it right, because that's the bag. Like, why am I gonna fumble? So thankfully, I had bare experience in the field, and they were like giving me sparkly eyes. You know what? I think, like, I read the body, I read the eyes. Like, I can tell if it's like left, and I could tell if it's like side eyes and like, okay. And I could tell when it's like sparkle eyes, and I got sparkle eyes from both of them. Tell me how 2 days ago from right now, I get the email saying, boom, job is mine. Wow. Look at God. Look at God. And so, well, look at God, and look at God. But then also, if I didn't go and do it and go and apply and go and, like, I would have never gotten it. So it's really teamwork. You got to meet God halfway. You got to meet God halfway. And so that's what I did. And now I'm starting next week. And you guys don't understand, like, the pay is it's a jump. Like, it's a huge jump from what I was getting paid before. So I'm so excited for whatever opportunities come out of this, whatever doors open from this. And I'm excited to keep you posted on that. I told my boss at t-shirt time, and he still scheduled me next week. So I'm doing like an 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then I have like a 1 hour gap, and then I'm doing a 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at t-shirt time. So I'm just like, okay, overworked. But I was telling my friend I was just trying to look at it from a positive perspective. And the way I see it is, basically, usually when you jump from one job to another, there's a whole week of no pay. Like, because, you just left one job and the other one's going to take a little bit of time to pay you. Bro, that means that I'll still have a little pocket change in between the two. So that's kind of how I seen it. That's kind of how I decided to look at it. And yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The two things, I feel like this is super relatable to anyone who isn't, I don't know, it's crazy because I love watching, I forgot to do my list of content creators. So what I'll do is put that in the description box below. I'll do a top 3 that I like watching in the smaller content creator range, and then I'll do maybe a top 3 in the bigger content creator range. I feel like we all watch the same people when it comes to the top 3, like when it comes to my top 3 in the bigger, but I'll put that down there for you guys. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.